You close the door for a moment, and when you open it again, your cat is right there, waiting. Most people think it's just curiosity, but what if that quiet waiting means something much deeper? Because your cat doesn't sit outside a closed door by accident. That pause, that stillness, that decision to stay, there's a hidden meaning behind it. And once you understand it, you may never close that door the same way again. You step into another room, shut the door, and within seconds, you hear soft movement outside. When you open it, your cat is sitting there, calm, almost patient. You assume, they just want to come in. But wanting access isn't the full truth. Cats are highly sensitive to spatial boundaries. A closed door interrupts their understanding of territory. Emotionally, it's not just about entering, it's about restoring connection. Instead of dismissing it, pause and acknowledge them. That waiting is intentional. Sometimes they don't scratch or meow. They just sit there, silently. It feels passive, almost indifferent. You think, if they really wanted in, they'd make noise. But silence in cats is often more meaningful than sound. They're not demanding, they're observing, waiting for your response. Emotionally, this is controlled attachment. Instead of ignoring it, notice the restraint. That quiet presence speaks louder than urgency. In 2020, a study published in the journal Animal Cognition found that cats are capable of recognizing and responding to human cues, including voice, behavior, and emotional states. Researchers discovered that cats adjust their behavior based on subtle changes in human presence within their environment. This explains why, when you disappear behind a closed door, your cat focuses attention on that exact location and waits. This is not unconscious behavior. It is a cognitive response that has been scientifically documented. If you like this content, press the number 1. If you don't like it, press the number 0 in the comment. You close the door briefly, and when you return, they haven't moved. It feels almost strange. You assume they were just passing by. But cats don't hold positions without reason. In their instinct, staying in one place means maintaining awareness of a specific point. Emotionally, they are anchoring themselves to where you disappeared. They're not waiting randomly, they're waiting for you. If this is making you rethink those small, overlooked moments, stay with me, because what your cat is expressing goes far beyond simple curiosity. You notice they wait outside certain doors more than others, especially places you spend time alone. It seems selective. You think, they just like this room. But cats track patterns. They learn which spaces separate them from you most often. Emotionally, those doors represent disconnection. So they stay there, not because of the room, but because of you. Instead of overlooking it, recognize the pattern. It's tied to your presence, not the space. Sometimes they wait, then walk away just as you open the door. It feels almost dismissive. You think, why wait if you're not coming in? But cats don't measure connection by outcome. The act of waiting itself is the behavior. They stayed until the barrier was gone. That was the goal. Emotionally, it's about restoring openness, not necessarily entering. Don't take it personally. That moment was completed the second the door opened. In 2017, a study on animal behavior from the University of Lincoln showed that cats tend to maintain control of their living space and react significantly to closed boundaries. When a door closes, especially in the presence of humans, cats will focus their attention on that area and often stay near the point of separation. This is not only related to territory, but also to the disruption of the flow of information the cat uses to monitor its surroundings. In other words, a closed door not only blocks space, but also blocks the connection the cat is maintaining. Therefore, waiting outside the door is not simply a desire to enter. It is a scientifically documented behavioral response. If you enjoyed this content, please hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos. You hear them outside, shifting slightly, adjusting position, staying close but not restless. It feels like they're unsure. You assume they're bored, but subtle movement in cats often signals sustained attention, not indecision. They are maintaining awareness without escalating. Emotionally, they're choosing patience over demand. Instead of ignoring it, Recognize the discipline in that stillness. There are times when you feel low, overwhelmed, or quiet, and they wait outside even longer. Most people miss this completely, but cats are deeply responsive to emotional shifts. Your behavior changes, your tone, your movement, your energy. They notice. Emotionally, they stay close to the boundary, as if holding space for you. Instead of brushing it off, consider this. They're not just reacting to the door, they're reacting to you. You open the door, and they walk in slowly, calmly, as if nothing happened. It feels anticlimactic. You think, that was all for this? But calm entry is intentional. Cats avoid showing urgency unless necessary. They maintain composure to protect their sense of control. Emotionally, they're reconnecting without overwhelming the moment. Respect that pace. It's part of how they stay balanced. Sometimes, they lie down right outside the door instead of sitting. It seems more relaxed, less purposeful. You assume they've given up waiting. But lying down near a boundary is a sign of sustained comfort with that space. They're not leaving, they're settling into the wait. Emotionally, they're choosing to remain close, even without immediate reward. That's not indifference. That's quiet loyalty. If you enjoyed this content, please hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos. And then there are those moments when the house is silent, the door is closed, and your cat simply stays there. No movement, no sound, just presence. This is where everything shifts. Because cats are creatures of efficiency. They don't stay anywhere without reason. But here, there's no food, no stimulation, no immediate benefit. Only you, on the other side. In feline psychology, sustained presence without necessity signals deep attachment. Emotionally, they are choosing to remain connected, even through separation. They don't scratch, they don't cry, they just stay. And in that stillness, they're saying more than most people ever realize. So the next time you close a door and find your cat waiting outside, don't see it as a small, meaningless habit. Because your cat isn't just waiting for the door to open, they're waiting for you.